Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built Reser Stadium home to the Oregon State Beavers. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12 and conference implications are aplenty. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon State's offense will get the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Sends it back in motion. White wants to throw it. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. Headed to the end zone. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Alexis. Sweet cut there. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Beavers with the 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. At the 35, he's got room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this.
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. On the double. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep the foot on the gas. Obviously, trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final.
Offense working from the pistol. They want to run it left here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
White going to attack through the air. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Caught over the middle. It's Strong. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Strong. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll run it. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, chew up yards, getting a big...
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, you love safeties that have all the tools in their toolbox. This guy can cover, this guy can tackle. He can also rush the passer. Wow.
On the ground with the counter. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm looking to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hog, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
With the catch, it's Knox. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Got it in the middle. It's Knox. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. White wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's got it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
They'll go back to work on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
Cricket.
Looking for a crease. It's Barnes. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. White going to attack through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nickel pick up there.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game is finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Kearney on the Jets. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Beaver. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Give to the back. Turning it on. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
White wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They bring the punter onto the field now.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way. And he'll take this one all the way to the house. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snags it over the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Wants to bring it back. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. White going to attack through the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. One final play before the end of the quarter. Snags a quick pass on the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
On the snap, it's Knox. Now the toss. There he goes. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the 1st down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Oh, they're after him. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Barnes. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The play punt team makes its way onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And some room to work. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Beavers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Beavers are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Now improvising. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
It'll be 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Knox. Now the toss. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's strong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
He spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got it.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. All business today for this ball.